All right. So right now in the Grizzly Den, or right now in the Grizzly Den, they're playing Blinding Lights by the Weekend. Tomorrow's a big game, Super Bowl tomorrow, and the Weekend's going to be performing this at the halftime show. Just thought I was going to mention that. You know, no matter what team you're cheering for, you want to see a good game. I know we're watching basketball here, but I know a lot of these people are going to be excited for that tomorrow. What?
We haven't had sound the whole game. I'm going to reintroduce it. Welcome back to the Grizzly Den. We were having some technical difficulties, so if you're just joining us, the score is 18-4. Regis leads the Grizzlies with 51 seconds left in the first quarter.
My name is Carson Shea from TRHS Student Media alongside my partner.
I'm Vince Byrne.
Vince Byrne is doing play-by-play right now. And right now, Regis leads Thunder Ridge 18-6 with 40 seconds left in the first quarter. So I'll hand it back over to Vince.
The pass down to Belby. And that's going to be a turnover for the Grizzlies. Issa Winton inbounds it to number 10, Rebecca Winton. Winton driving, passes out to McCloskey. Into Cater. Shot goes up. Foul is called, and Regan Cater is going to get 2 shots.
That was a little bit of a late foul called, but it was a good one. Looks like she got hit on the arm. So now Keter's going to go to the free throw line.
Score is 18-6. Regis leads. Keter, first shot is up and no good. Sub coming in for the Raiders, number 20, Samantha Jones. She's currently leading the Raiders in points per game with 17.3.
That's crazy considering the national average for points per game is 4.4.
Keter makes that second free throw to make it an 18-7 ball game. Thomas passes it for 3. That is blocked. Rebounded by the Raiders. Passes it out to Jordan Jones. Pass down to the corner, into the middle. Samantha Jones drives, and that is in.
That's why she's the leading scorer for the Raiders. Just makes it look too easy in the paint.
Yeah, definitely.
She's able to get all these great shots, put them in. That's exactly what you want to see as one of your top players.
And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Score is 20-7. Regis leads after the first quarter of play.
What do you think the Grizzlies need to do to come back now that they're down 13, Vince?
I think they need to work on getting rebounds when the Raiders put up the ball. The Raiders have been able to get a lot of offensive rebounds, and that just gives them more opportunities to score. I think that's going to be a big key in this game.
I agree, Vince. The offensive rebounds by the Raiders has really helped them take this big lead. I think the Grizzlies need to limit the Raiders' offensive rebounds, and I think they need to form some of their own. They're down 13 right now, which it's a pretty good amount, but there's still 3 more quarters to be played, so they can definitely come back.
Yeah, it's still the game. There's still a lot of game time left. Anything can happen in basketball. And we've seen some pretty amazing comebacks in the past. We'll hope to see another one here today.
The Grizzly Den's playing some bangers right now, Vince.
Yeah, definitely.
The Weekend and now Camila Cabello. One of my girlfriends. 13-point lead now for the Raiders as we go into the second quarter. McCloskey's going to check the ball in, trying to get the offense going here for the Grizzlies.
Winton passes it over to Wolacho. Back to Winton, over to Winton. Back to Winton, over to Wolacho, who puts up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Hannah Belby, who passes it over to McHugh. Pass down court, tips out off the fingers of Jones and goes out of bounds. The Grizzlies setting up to take the ball in.
A good sight is
Issa Winton.
Regan Keeter's back in now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, and
after
ball was stolen by Madden McHugh. Shot goes up, and that is good. Another three-pointer for Corin Watts. Excuse me, that was just 2 points. 22-7, Regis now leads. Winton passes it over to Hallie Hanship. Winton has the ball, out to Winton for three, no good. Rebounded by the Raiders. Van Sickle takes it down the court, passes it over to McHugh, down to Jones. Tries to pass it out to the wing, but it is grabbed by the Grizzlies. McCloskey taking it down the court, passes it over to Winton. Back up top to Winton. Down to Hanship, back to McCloskey. Out to Cater on the wing, that is up, and no good. Grizzlies fighting for the ball, but it is snatched away by the Raiders. Van Sickle passes it down to the wing. Back up top to Van Sickle, down to Watts. Up for three, and that is no good. Rebounded by the Grizzlies, pass to Cater, who passes it back to McCloskey to take it across half court.
Good defense by the Grizzlies. That's what they're going to need to do. Down 15, you got to limit the open shots that are taken by the Raiders.
That three is no good and grabbed by the Raiders. Van Sickle passes it over to Watts. Back to Van Sickle. Up to Watts. Down to Belby, back across for Jones, no good. Grizz fighting for the rebound, gets called for a foul. Good effort though there by Rebecca Winton trying to fight for that rebound. Subs coming in for the Grizzlies. It looks like A.D. Baker, Alexis Baker, and Kira Kaiser-Cochran coming in.
So those were three starters checking back into the game, hoping to get something started here. Big deficit right now for the Grizzlies, so they're going to want to put some points on the board.
Jones tries to take a layup, but she gets called for a travel. Grizzlies inbound it to Baker. Spin move, passes it across half court to McCloskey. She's getting double teamed. Pass intended for Baker gets grabbed by Avery Van Sickle, who passes it.
Oh, pump fake.
That is Hannah Belby with the 2 points, and it looks like a Grizzly is down.
That's not a good sight to see. It looked like when she went up for the shot, she fell to the ground and hit her head pretty hard, so we hope that she's okay.
Yeah, you hate to see that in these games, as
the hardwood floor, not something that you want to hit your head on, especially as hard as she was going for that block, hitting the ground that hard. I hope that she's good. 17-point lead for the Raiders, Vince. They're just showing out right now.
They are. 5:19 left in the half.
What adjustments do you think the Grizzlies need to make? We talked about some things that they need to work on, but do you think they need to switch out of their zone defense? Do you think they need to run something different on offense?
I mean, I think what they're running is okay, as looks like that's Angel McCloskey who is down, and she now stands up. So that's a good sight to see.
She's one of the leaders on this Grizzlies team. She's played all 4 years.
She's a senior.
Been on varsity. Yeah, she's a senior. One of the leaders that I know a lot of these younger girls on the team look up to. So we hope that she's okay and gets to get back in this game later.
Yeah. You never want to lose someone like that during a game. And like you said, we hope she's okay. And it looks like the Grizzlies are going to get the ball here. Baker over to Kaiser-Cochran. Pass out of her reach and grabbed by Van Sickle, who passes it down to Belby down low. She puts up the shot, and that goes in.
Good pass there to slinging it down to the backcourt, able to put the shot up.
Good sequence for the Raiders. Baker driving in for the Grizzlies. Shot goes up and rolls out. Baker gets her own rebound, puts up the shot, No good, but she gets a foul called, so she's going to get some free throws.
Great effort by Baker. Missed the shot, but she followed it up and was able to get her own rebound and put herself at the free throw line.
That's great. Great job by Baker to give herself an opportunity to score some points here. First shot is up. And that bounces out. Alexa Mackin checking into the game for the Grizzlies. Baker sets up. The second shot is up, and that one is good. Score is now 26-8. Regis leads. As McHugh takes it down the court, passes it to Van Sickle, who puts up a three that is out of bounds. Emily Thomas attempting to save that from going out of bounds and is just not quite able to. Grizzlies are going to get the ball here.
If she's able to stay in bounds, I think that would have been a pretty sweet save. I love seeing sweet saves in the game of basketball, the ones where they're diving out of bounds or like behind their back, things like that. They're crazy.
Kaiser Cochran with a nice little move there,
Euro
puts up
step.
a layup, and that is in.
That was a sweet move right there.
Madden McHugh passes it off to Emily Thomas. Shot goes up, and no good. Rebounded by Baker. She's driving down the court, puts up a floater, and that is in. And the Grizzlies putting a little run together here. Score is now 26-12. The Raiders lead. Pass goes to Thomas. Pass goes across to McHugh. Back down. That's Jordan Jones with the ball. Up top to McHugh again. McHugh passes it to Thomas. Back to McHugh. Over to Jones. Dribbles in. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Samantha Jones. Excuse me, she loses it and it's grabbed by Adie Baker. She's trying to take it herself. Shot is up and no good. Jordan Jones passes it to McHugh. Crossover.
Good back and forth action by both teams right now, getting back on defense. I love to see that.
Lots of hustle here. And that is Jordan Jones who puts up a layup and gets 2 points for the Regis Raiders. 28-12, Raider lead. Issa Winton crosses half court. Passes it over to Hallie Hanshett. Back to Winton, over to Mackin. Back to Winton, over to Hanshett, who drives in, puts up the shot, no good. Tries to chase down her own rebound, but it is grabbed by Emily Thomas of the Raiders. Hands it off to Jordan Jones. Looks like a timeout was called. With 2:25 here left in the first half, the Raiders are currently leading the Grizzlies 28-12.
I think the Grizzlies I think are starting to gain a little bit of momentum, which is good to see. Their defense, they're getting some good steals and they're making some good shots. Great moves like that Euro step. I think that they just got to try to keep gaining this momentum before the end of halftime to cut this lead down.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get that momentum going into the halftime. That can be huge for a team. Because if you get the momentum going into the half, it's more likely that you'll have momentum coming out in the second half. So that's definitely one of the Grizzlies' goals here.
Especially getting into the head of the Raiders. If they can cut this lead down to single digits before halftime, they're going to be getting in the heads of the Raiders. The Raiders will be a bit nervous to come back out in the second half.
Definitely. So we'll see what the Grizzlies have here as they come out for the last 2 minutes and 25 seconds of play. Regis has the ball. Corin Watts passes it down to Jones. Passes it down to Belby. Puts up the shot. That layup is good. 28-12. The Raiders now lead. McCloskey to Hanshett, to Cater, up to Winton. Passed is intercepted by Hannah Belby, who dribbles down the court. Shot is up.
Charge.
And McCloskey takes the charge.
After going to the bench for taking a hard fall to the ground, she still was able to come back into the game and take that charge there. That was
love
awesome.
that kind of effort from a player willing to take the charge there for the team and get the Grizzlies the ball back.
Just like you said a couple of games ago, took one for the team there.
McCloskey passes it to Wolacho. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Abigail Shea for the Raiders. So the Grizzlies get to run an inbound play here. Pass goes out to Wolacho up top. McCloskey for three. That is no good. Rebound. Nice save there by Hallie Hanshett. Passes it to McCloskey. Puts up another three. That one bounces up and away. And that is grabbed by Watts.
Good hustle by the Grizzlies getting back there, as the Raiders had a chance at a fast break, but the Grizzlies were able to get back quick enough.
They're able to prevent a fast break. And now Van Sickle passes it to Watts. Back down to Shea. Up across to Van Sickle, who puts up a three. No good. Grabbed by Wolacho, who passes it back to McCloskey.
1 minute left in this first half.
Grizzlies looking to take the last shot here. Baker getting double teamed, passes it over to McCloskey, to Cater, to Hanshett, back to Wolacho, back to McCloskey, over to Baker. 41 seconds left. Double team up to Wolacho, over to Hanshett, over to McCloskey, who drives in, passes it to Cater, but it is tipped and grabbed by Avery Van Sickle of the Raiders.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. We're at about at halftime, and it looks like the Raiders might want to take the last shot here.
Looks like they're going to try and run some time off.
Just dribbling back and forth.
Van Sickle
10 seconds.
holds the ball. She's driving in, puts up the shot. That is in. I thought I heard a whistle there.
Oh, it looks like it was an offensive foul. I don't know what the foul was, but they called it an offensive one. So now the Grizzlies are going to have the last shot. 6.3 seconds. Regis leads Thunder Edge 30-12. Grizzlies hoping to get one last shot here to shorten this deficit.
Winton dribbling down the court. Oh, pass to Kaiser Cochran, but she gets called for a travel, I believe.
That was Isa Winton there with the travel. So now it looks like the Raiders are going to get the last shot.
Pass into Van Sickle. 1 second left. She puts up the shot. No good. And that takes us to halftime.
So
the Regis Raiders currently lead the Thunder Edge Grizzlies 30-12.
Well, Vince, you know, I think the Grizzlies are going to go into this halftime, figure out what they need to work on. They're going to have to come out with a lot of adjustments, and hopefully they can come back here. Maybe I think they can make this a close game. They just got to make almost all their shots and play great defense. And I think it's possible. You know, they just
Definitely.
The Grizzlies have that energy. They're not going to give up, and I think that they have a good chance.
I agree. Going into halftime, I'm sure their coach is going to go over some things with them. And they're going to come out with probably a new energy and try and get back in the game. From the Grizzly Den, we're going to halftime. It is 30-12 Regis leads, and we will be back after halftime. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Grizzly Den. The Regis Raiders lead the Thunder Grizzlies 30-12 as we go into the second half. All right, so the Grizzlies, Vince, what do you think they need to do?
I think they need to prevent the turnovers, as Regis just got one there. I think that's going to be a big part of it, is keeping Regis from scoring.
Kaiser Cochran hit that ball out for the Grizzlies, so it's going to stay with the Raiders. Watt's going to be inbounding the ball here for the Raiders. Gets the ball in, it's back to Watts. Watts passes it, and it's almost taken away by the Grizzlies, but recovered. Watts gets it back. Bilibby jump shot, no good, and McCloskey gets the ball for the Grizzlies. Good rebound there. McCloskey's going to take the ball up at the point guard, passes it out to A.D. Baker. Out to Keeter. And there's going to be a foul called on the Raiders. On the floor foul there.
Good ball movement there by the Grizzlies, getting some nice passes there, trying to find the open man. They were able to draw a foul.
McCloskey trying to get some movement here, gives it out to Baker. Baker over to Cochran. Over to Keeter at the top of the key. And that's going to be taken away by Watts. Gives it back to Van Sickle. Van Sickle with a great pass down low. Over to Bilibby. Bilibby back to Van Sickle. Van Sickle misses a three-pointer. Great rebound by Jones. Passes it back out for three. And that is a good three-pointer there by McHugh.
And Regis showing their skills with ball movement and being able to shoot the three-pointer. Just a perfect swish there. And they steal it again.
Taken away now as McHugh at the point. Over to Van Sickle. Van Sickle behind the back, spin move. Pass it over to Jones. Jones back to the top of the key. Van Sickle in the corner. Van Sickle, good pass. That's McHugh with the jump shot. Won't go. Jones with the rebound. Van Sickle for three. Misses that one. Kaiser Cochran with the rebound. Over to A.D. Baker for the Grizzlies. Now Alexis Baker to be dribbling it out of the point guard position. Trying to get out of the trap. Over to Baker. Baker drives. Puts up a shot. It won't go. Rebounded now by the Raiders. Van Sickle now back down the court for the Raiders. Risky pass, but
good effort
almost
there
knocked away by Alexis Baker.
Great effort there, trying to get that steal. Unfortunately, wasn't able to haul it in.
Jones with the jump shot from the free throw line, showing why she's the leading scorer for Regis.
And that'll put the score at 35-12 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Another
Taken
turnover.
away. It's going to be Watts with the easy layup.
It's now 37-12. Regis leads.
McCloskey over to Alexis Baker. Gets out of the trap. Good pass to Keeter. Finds a wide open A.D. Baker. Shot won't go, but it's going to stay with the Grizzlies.
Missed opportunity there for the Grizzlies. A.D. Baker was wide open down low. Just wasn't able to get the shot to fall. They're going to look to try and make up for it here with this inbound play.
Now we have some substitutions for the Grizzlies. McCloskey trying to inbound the ball somewhere. Throws it back deep to the top of the key to Keeter. Keeter with jump shot, won't go, but she gets fouled, so she's going to have 2 shots at the free throw line.
Big opportunity here for Keeter to get some points on the board for the Grizzlies. I think if she can get them here, these would be their first points of the second half.
Perfect swish there on the first one.
That makes the
Grizzlies coach took away the other 4 Grizzlies players to meet with them for a little bit, just leaving Keeter as the only Grizzly at the hoop for the free throws.
Looks like, yeah, it looks like they're going to keep their players back Shows the Grizzlies are focusing more on their defense right now, trying to slow the Raiders down as they've been on a bit of a run here.
Another great shot there. I wonder if the Grizzlies are going to try to start pressing soon, just like the Raiders have been all game. Here we go. Vansickle with a great pass out. Jones for 3. Good shot there by Samantha Jones.
That brings the score to 40-14.
Issa Winton now trying to get past the good defense by Vansickle. There's going to be a foul called there by Vansickle. Going to be Grizzlies ball. Down 26 right now. It's going to be inbounded. And here we go. Winton with the ball. Winton crossover. Good pass to the corner. Keeter. Keeter with this floater. Rolls out. Good rebound there.
Great.
Keeter puts it up again, but it's rebounded again by the Grizzlies. And now 80 Baker with the jump shot. Won't go. Puts it back up herself. That one won't go either. Good offensive rebounding there by the Grizzlies, though. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, definitely. Able to get those rebounds. Issa Winton did a great job there fighting to get that rebound.
Number 10, Rebecca Winton, got a lot as well.
You know, one thing I'm seeing here, Carson, is the Grizzlies are putting a great effort in, like we said in that last series there with the offensive rebounds. They're just missing those opportunities. Every time you get that offensive rebound, that's a second chance to score points, and the Grizzlies were unable to do that even after getting, I believe it was 2 or 3 rebounds.
Yeah, you got to make the most of those opportunities. I think that might be what the coach is talking about right now. They get those offensive rebounds. They're not showing any signs of giving up, which is great. They just got to capitalize on those offensive rebounds.
Definitely, especially if they want to put some points back on the board, try and get back into this ball game. Score is currently 40-14. Regis leads with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the third quarter.
This big read by Regis showing why they are undefeated right now. And Samantha Jones showing out. Leading scorer for them just hit a three-pointer. Winton out to the corner. Wolachu. Winton again. Back to Wolachu. Over to Keeter in the corner. Keeter's going to drive with a good pass. Winton got it. Three-pointer there, Rebecca Winton. All right. Raiders ball. Good pass deep. Over to Reichland. Down low. Won't go, but she gets her own rebound. That's Belibby. Grizzlies ball tipped out of bounds by the Raiders, so it's going to stay Grizzlies ball.
Big stop there by the Grizzlies. The Regis was driving, and they've got to pass down to they had a player down low to try and get a layup, and Grizzlies able to stop them. Just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
McCloskey on the inbound. Back up to Winton. Winton to Rebecca Winton. Kaiser Cochran for 3. Just a bit too much on that shot, so now it's going to go back to the Raiders. Coming down the court is McHugh. McHugh over to Jones. Back to Vansickle. Down low to Samantha Jones. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Rebecca Winton. Over to Issa Winton. Back-to-back crossovers, able to get some separation there. Good pass to Keeter. Another good pass. Rebecca Winton got it. She's got ice in her veins.
Rebecca Winton with back-to-back three-pointers. That brings the Grizzlies score up to 20.
She might be catching fire there. Great back-to-back three-pointers. Samantha Jones now. Over to Jones. Can't get it to go. Kaiser Cochran with the rebound.
And the Grizzlies are showing a nice little run here. They're getting some good stops as well as some points up on the board with those back-to-back three-pointers. The score is 40-20. Regis leads. Rebecca
Winton tried to get a little bit of a bounce pass there, but it was off the legs of the Raiders, so it's going to stay with Thunder Ridge. McCloskey down low. Finds Rebecca Winton again. This one won't go. Vansickle coming down the court for the Raiders. trying to get some separation. Able to get the pick set by Samantha Jones. Over to Jordan Jones. Back to Samantha Jones. Back up top for 3 for Van Sickle. Won't go. Rebounded by Issa Winton. She's going to take this herself. Passes it. Fouled as A.D. Baker went up for the shot. So now the Grizzlies are going to get 2 free throws here.
I'm liking what I'm seeing right now from the Grizzlies. They've been doing a lot better job of getting those rebounds and getting down the court.
They have a lot of perseverance and energy right now. They're showing a lot of energy and effort, going for all these rebounds, flying all over the court, playing great defense, and cut into the hoop.
Definitely. Now they've gotten themselves an opportunity to score here.
A.D. Baker on her second free throw. This one's up, and it's perfect swoosh. 19-point lead now for the Raiders.
That's going to make the score 40-21, Raiders lead. Just under a minute and 15 left in the third quarter.
Watts at the top, passes it over. McHugh down in the paint to Samantha Jones. 3-pointer up for Thomas. Won't go, but rebounded by Samantha Jones. Now we got Jordan Jones. Pump fake, drives to the hoop. It's going to stay now with the Raiders. She's going to have 2 free throws now.
Looks like
Or
they thought it was going to be a shooting foul.
On the court.
A little confusion there as they thought it would be a shooting foul, but it looks like it was an inbound play.
McHugh to Jordan Jones. No good. Now it's going to be Grizzlies ball again. McCloskey. 45 seconds left in the third. Rebecca Winton out to Kaiser Cochran. Jump shot, and she is fouled, so she's going to go to the line. Stops the clock, and 2 free throw opportunities now for the Grizzlies. Kira Kaiser Cochran, a freshman now at the line. Getting a lot of minutes, which is awesome for a freshman.
It's definitely to build up that experience in the younger players.
First one is no good.
The Grizzlies currently have 4 freshmen on their roster.
They have more freshmen than they have seniors.
That's true.
Second one is in.
It's an exciting future for the Grizzlies to have all that experience that these freshmen are getting now. That's going to help them in the future as well.
Samantha Jones over to Jordan Jones. Back up top to Madden McHugh. McHugh passes it over. Watts passes it back. Back to Watts. Samantha Jones now. Almost stolen by Issa Winton, but you could hear the slap on the arm there, so that's going to be a foul on Issa Winton.
18.9 seconds left in the third quarter as the Raiders set up for the inbound play.
Watch inbounds it to Jones. Jones up top. McHugh for 3. No good. Ball goes out of bounds off of A.D. Baker, so it's going to be Raiders ball. 11 seconds left. A.D. Baker thought that it was going to go the Grizzlies' way, but the ref saw different, and it's going to stay with the Raiders. Jordan Jones inbounding it for the Raiders. Finds Samantha Jones.
Just under 10 seconds left.
Van Sickle looks at the clock. 7 seconds left. Passes it over. Jones. Jordan Jones for 3. Got it right before the end of the third quarter.
So at the end of the third quarter, the score is 43-22. Regis leads.
That definitely stopped a little bit of that momentum that the Grizzlies were gaining. A little bit showed they had a little bit of a run going, but
yeah, definitely.
That 3-pointer definitely switched the momentum, I think, heading into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, the Grizzlies came out of the halftime. They definitely brought the energy. Were able to put on a little run there. They were doing a much better job getting the rebounds, scoring on those offensive rebounds. They were doing a good job defending the Raiders. Unfortunately, they're still in a big hole here, down 21 points going into the fourth quarter. But Carson and I, earlier this season, we talked to Coach Gilmore for the Grizzlies, and she told us one thing, that the team is young, but they always have energy no matter what, and I think they're showing that right here.
You know, I agree with that, Vince. As a few games into the season, this Grizzlies team is young, and I think that they're just going to get better and better as the season goes on, gaining more experience playing with one another.
Yeah,
they didn't have as
especially-
many practices as they would have liked heading into the season, so they're trying to get that team culture and bond as the games are being played.
Yeah, definitely.
McCloskey at the start of the fourth. Down 21 for the Grizzlies. Kaiser Cochran passes it over. Hanchett. Back to Issa Winton. Back to Hanchett. Hanchett. No good. Rebounded by Hanchett. Loses control. Passes it over to McCloskey. Issa Winton. Over to Kaiser Cochran. Winton. Back over to Holly Hanchett. Over to McCloskey. McCloskey fakes. Passes it over. Hanchett. Down low. Intended for A.D. Baker. Now it's going to be stolen, and it's going to be the Raiders' ball. Jordan Jones over to Watts. Jones again. Jones back to Watts. Over to Van Sickle. McHugh over to Van Sickle. They're just taking some time off the clock. McHugh over to Jordan Jones. Over to Samantha Jones. Just puts the shot up and in. Samantha Jones with a good move there to set herself up. Issa Winton. Winton over to Kaiser Cochran. Over to Hanchett. Back over to Issa Winton. Oh, good crossover there. Over to McCloskey. Down low, and it's taken away.
Another steal for the Raiders.
Another carry is going to be called. That one on Jordan Jones, so it's going to go back to Thunder Ridge.
The Raiders have averaged through the season so far 12.5 steals per game, and they've definitely made at least 12 tonight.
Gets past half court. Issa Winton trapped. Manages to get out of it a little bit. Good crossover moves. Good pass. Alexis Baker over to Hanchett. Tipped up. Grabbed by Kaiser Cochran. It's going to be nearly stolen. Looks like there's some confusion. Wanted to call over it back, but they're saying that it wasn't tipped, and it's looking like it's going to be a Raiders ball. Grizzlies coach doesn't like that call, believed it was tipped. What do you think about that, Vince?
From what I saw, it was tipped by a Raiders player, and that's what caused it to go across the line. So I think the Grizzlies coach is right here. I'm guessing the referees just missed the tip, which can be easy to do in a fast-paced game.
Great pass. Samantha Jones to Jordan Jones. The Jones to Jones connection there for the Raiders. Issa Winton. Over to Holly Hanchett. Down to Kaiser Cochran. Taken away by Jordan Jones. Jones going to slow it down a little bit. Over to McHugh. Back to Van Sickle. Jordan Jones for three. Got it.
And the Raiders are starting to catch fire again here. Current score is 50, Regis Raiders 50, Thunder Ridge Grizzlies 22 with just over 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
So 5 minutes left. The Raiders are making almost everything right now, getting perfect wide open looks, great ball movement, setting themselves up for success, showing why they're undefeated.
Yeah, definitely. They're always a tough team to beat, and they're showing that here tonight. With 5 minutes left, the Grizzlies are just going to try and have to do whatever they can to get points on the board and possibly get back in the game.
Even if they're not able to get back in this game, I think this is important to continue to build that culture. Try to, even if, just to get a little bit of a comeback, good ball movement, learn more about each other, and just have fun with it. think that they're going to definitely play with some style, and I don't think that they're going to give up that energy that they've been showing all game long.
I don't think so. I think they're going to fight till the end of the game. Try and make something happen here.
Alexis Baker, guarded by Madden McHugh. Crossover. Able to get past half court is Isa Winton. Winton trapped by the sideline. Good pass to Hanchett. Isa Winton's really good at getting out of that corner press. Alexis Baker couldn't get a hold of the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Regis now with the ball again. A.D. Baker coming in for Hallie Hanchett. Raiders ball. Madden McHugh, point guard. Passes it down in the paint. It's going to be up, and it's going to be blocked by Regan Keeter, but she stepped out of bounds. That was Belibu there with the shot. Jordan Jones out to McHugh. Jordan Jones up and in.
That's going to make it a 30-point game. Regis leading 52-22 with about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game.
Regan Keeter jump shot up. No good. Rebounded, but she's going to throw it out. It's going to stay with the Grizzlies. That was Bolivia. Good rebound. She just a little bit too much there on that pass. Going to stay with the Grizzlies now. Issa Winton into Alexis Baker. Baker, good pass over to Rebecca Winton. Issa Winton now over to Baker. Winton with the good cut. A.D. Baker was looking for the cut there. While Regan Keeter goes up. Foul's going to be called, so she's going to go to the line.
Timeout is called here. I think that is the referee called the administrative timeout. I think that's a new thing they've started this season with the COVID rules is every once in a while the referees will call a timeout just to, get the players off the court a little bit, I believe is why that rule was created.
Not only that, but I think these girls are playing with masks on the whole game, and I think a little bit extra timeout to get them a little bit of a rest. Because
definitely.
Let them
we
catch
talked
their
about
breath.
it every game, but it's so impressive that they're out here every day practicing and playing in these long games with the mask on.
Yeah, it is impressive.
You can go into the grocery store with the mask on and just get a little bit tired. So I can't even imagine playing in this
Definitely. It's
basketball
impressive to see how the athletes have adapted to the current situation to make sure they can still play.
Regan Keeter, perfect swish there. So the first shot was up and in. Here's her second free throw. That's up, and that is also in. She's been stellar at the free throw line tonight.
And that will make the score 52-24. Regis leads.
All right, here we go. Watts at the top. Passes it over. Belibi trapped in the corner. Able to get out of it. And now, are they going to call jump ball? Yes, they are. A.D. Baker with the good defense there, able to get a hold of the ball. The possession area is going to stay here with the Raiders, but still good defense there no matter what.
Good defense, good effort.
I love that the Grizzlies aren't giving up. No matter how much you're down by, it's always good to keep your head up and continue to play as hard as you can.
Fight. They're going to fight till the end of the game, and they're showing that here.
Good move by A.D. Baker. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Rebounded now by Jordan Jones. Jones over. McCallick for three. Got it. Kate McCallick, good three-pointer there. A lot of three-pointers have been hit by the Raiders today.
Yeah, they've been making those long-range shots today.
I think that's definitely something that's helped put them in the big lead that they have now. They have their biggest lead of the game with 31 currently. A.D. Baker down low. Good pass. Alexis Baker couldn't get it to go in. Good pass over to Thomas. Thomas falls to the ground. Another jump ball is going to be called now. This time the possession area is going to the Grizzlies. So back-to-back good possessions there by the Grizzlies on defense as they're able to get
They're able to get the
two jump balls. First one, the position arrow was in favor of Regis, but this time it's in favor of Thunder Ridge, which is exactly what they wanted.
Definitely. That's why you lay out and dive and try and grab the ball, because it pays off, because when you basically get the ball back for free on a jump ball.
A.D. Baker over to McCloskey. It's no good. Rebounded by Jordan Jones. Jones down the court. Over to Watts. Over to McCulloch for another three. This one's no good. Good save by Hanchett. McCloskey now trying to drive. Passes it over to Issa Winton. Winton trying to find something. 1:45 left in this game. A.D. Baker. No look pass. Good pass there. McCloskey over to Issa Winton. Grizzlies want to take a shot here soon as there's 1:33 left in this game. Hanchett over to McCloskey. McCloskey back up top. Issa Winton. Good pass down low to Hanchett. Jordan Jones now for the Raiders. Through the legs. Over to Joyze. And
just over a minute left in the game. Looks like a foul was called.
Now Joy is going to go to the free throw line. And it looks, I believe that they called that on a three-pointer, so I think she's going to get 3 shots here. First one's up and in. I just now noticed that the Raiders have matching shoes. Those are some pretty sweet shoes.
Definitely makes them look really uniform.
Now Lucy Monroe is going to check back into the game for the Grizzlies. Here we go. Third shot's no good. Gonna be the Grizzlies ball. 1 minute left. Lucy Monroe over to Hanchett. Hanchett back out. McCloskey back up top to A.D. Baker. Good defense right now by the Raiders. Monroe's gonna fake. Jump step over to Hanchett. Taken away by Isaiah. That's gonna be taken back away now by McCloskey. McCloskey looks like she's gonna drive. Euro step up, no good. That was a good move though by McCloskey, able to weave through a few defenders.
Good move, just not able to get the shot to fall.
McCulloch, jump shot, no good. Rebounded by Shea. Gonna be up and in now. 13 seconds left. McCloskey, 8 seconds left. A.D. Baker, 3 seconds left. McCloskey tied up, jump ball, 0.8 seconds left now. It's gonna be Raiders ball, and they're just gonna take this and end the game now. So that's the final score. Regis beats Thunder Ridge in the Grizzly Den 58-24. That was a great performance there by the Raiders, and I think this is an important game for the Grizzlies. I still think that they played well. It's just the Raiders, undefeated coming into this game, just outplayed them a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, Regis undefeated, and their record is going to improve to 5-0. Grizzlies are going to fall to 2-2. Like you said, hard-fought game. I mean, the Grizzlies kept fighting till the end. They even in the third quarter put a little run together. Unfortunately, the Raiders just the lead they built in the first half was too much for them to overcome.
That's right, Vince. So, I think that Regis team, we could see them going far based off the performance they had here today. I could imagine them going pretty far this year.
I could too.
The Grizzlies too. If they were able to play the way that they did on that run in the third quarter throughout every game, I think that they could be a really good team as well. So maybe they might have another matchup later in the season, the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to see. Thank you for joining us here tonight. today.
Felt like it was nighttime, but a weekend game here. Fun being in the school on a weekend like that.
Definitely.
So
Final score here from the Grizzly Den. Regis Raiders 58, Thunder Ridge Grizzlies 24.
thank you for tuning in on TRHS Student Media. I'm Carson Shea.